Hi everyone. I've had some requests which have popped up quite a few times, and it's regards the steering wheel controls on hooking up the Honda Odyssey RB1. For those who are having a little problem doing that, I just thought I'd do a quick video just so you know what you need to do to get them up and running. I've just pulled my dash apart. It's a couple of years since I actually made those first couple of videos, but they're still getting a few views, so hopefully this little bit here will just help you out. So this is the plug that we're dealing with. In my circuit diagram it's called A8, and here we go. So you can see the A8 and the A24 circled on the circuit diagram, which are for your steering wheel controls. So just so you know, I'm not making it up, it is actually those two wires. And when I look at the colors as per the Japanese, it comes out as young leaves, so that is very unhelpful really. But that there is equivalent to the buttons on your steering wheel control. And as you can see, there's just a pile of resistors, and they're all different modes. So depending on which button you press, you'll get a different value of resistance. So the easiest way to test if you've got the right wire is we can put a multimeter here, which I've set one up here, and what we're going to do is push a couple of buttons on it, and you'll actually see when you're on the right one how the resistance changes. So let me set that up and we'll come back to that, and I'll show you how to test it. Okay, so let's get in here nice and close. So you can see on the back of your head unit, this is the wire which is labelled steering wheel control, SWC. It's the blue wire. So I ran a blue wire back there and labelled it myself. And that connects to what I would call a young leaves, a green wire, I would say. And you can see on this plug, so if you hold it up, compare it to your own plug, you can see where I've cut the wire. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 along. So that's on that side. Now the other one, which actually goes to ground, you can see I've got my lead just sitting there. So that one's wired onto the ground, and that's onto the other side of the plug. So look at the plug, there's the other side, and you can see where I've cut that wire there. So line it up so it's equal with my plug, and you can see where it is that I've cut it. And that is also, I would call that a green wire as well. Are they? Yeah, you'd say they were the same colour, wouldn't you? Right, so one of them goes to ground and the other one goes to your steering wheel control. And as it's a resistance pack, and looking at that circuit diagram, I don't think it'll matter which way you get it round. It should work exactly the same way because it is only a resistance pack. Right, so what you need to do is get your multimeter. Now you don't need any power on. You can have the key out of the ignition. This test will still work to prove it's actually working. So look for the little ohm symbol on your multimeter. We'll turn that to that. My screen's a bit dusty. Doesn't look dusty in real life, but this through the video it looks terrible. Right, So now if you get your two leads, now if you short your leads together, I'm trying to do this with one hand, which is quite difficult, so I might just pop that on the deck and we short that. You can actually see it gives you a reading of 0.1 ohm or 0.0 ohms. Okay, take that, disconnect it, and we're back showing meg ohms. Connect it again. So that's showing that the resistance of the leads is 0 ohm. Right, so to measure the resistance, what I've done is I've just jammed one of the leads in onto the earth frame, and the other lead, see if I can get this here, I've just jammed it into the steering wheel control. Okay, so these are the two wires that you should be looking at, and this will identify whether you're on the right wires. Now, let's see if I can catch both steering wheel controls and the meter. So watch the meter, and we'll push the buttons on the steering wheel controls and we'll see a different resistance value for each button. There's the first button, second button, 361 ohms, channel plus 4.53 meg ohms, channel minus 1.8 meg ohms, mode button 14.1. So the difference in all those resistors is what this head unit uses to identify what you want to do, and then you program in your head unit what each button does. Right, so hopefully that should be enough so that you can test that you've got the right wires from the steering wheel controls, and when you wire it into your head unit you should get the ability to program up your head unit to accept those different resistant values. Okay, good luck, hope that works for you.